Okay, here goes a little tutorial for Ardha Purvottanasana, reverse tabletop. Obviously not something to start your practice with. You need to be warm so you don't injure yourself. So we'll start with this tabletop with bent knees and then with straight legs. So I pull the flesh away from the sits bones, so sit up on the sits bones. And then you can do this with or without blocks. Blocks will help you to open up the chest. You're going to bend your knees about hip distance apart, big toe pointing in, and spread your fingers wide on the blocks. If you're not using blocks, be sure to really anchor down into the four corners of your palms, especially under the fingertips and the base of the index and thumb. The first thing I like to do is to roll the outer shoulders back and bring the dorsal spine in and up. And that's really important to be able to find yourself moving in this way once you're also in the pose, so that you don't strain on the neck or any other part of your body. So you're going to inhale, exhale to push up. Make sure the heels are directly under the knees, and then move the gluteal buttock flesh upward. Roll the outer shoulders back, shoulder blades towards the spine, and keep lifting the inner tailbone. And then once your hips are as high as your chest, then you can release the head back. And keep working into the four corners of your feet to lift up the tailbone. It takes a little while to build up strength in the glutes and the hamstrings to maintain this pose. So rather than collapsing here, rather keep your head forward until you can get your buttocks to really lift up high and roll the outer shoulders back. Inhaling, exhaling, coming down. So you may want to practice that once or twice. And then those of you who want to, once you've built enough strength, you can start working with this with straight legs. So once again, you roll the outer shoulders back, dorsal spine in, bringing the inner elbows towards the spine is another way of perceiving it. And then inhale, exhale, push up, and get your big toe back to the floor. Shoulders roll back, dorsal spine in, press down firmly into the four corners of your feet. And then keep lifting the breastbone up, up, up. And then when you've got that lovely line, then you can release the head. And you breathe peacefully. I'm focusing on the corners of my palms, under the fingertips. Keep extending the tailbone towards the heels, lifting it up towards the ceiling at the same time. And then slowly inhale, exhale, and release yourself. You can give yourself a little bit of an elongation on the sits bones, hinging at the hips, opening the backs of the knees, lifting the thighs. So it's like you're squishing the skin and muscle around the bones. So you want to have a strong foundation in the legs rather than bending the back and collapsing. Allow yourself to feel that length and space in your spine. Great.